Alright guys, so I finally got a motor that I traded for a Shell sign, I believe, and worked out. So this is an old banger out of what's supposed to have been a running engine car. So now I got it on the ground before I cleaned it up, before I changed gaskets or did anything. I wanted to make sure that it did run before I put it in the car, because you know how much work that is. And I got to finally set the distributor, the timing and everything, got it kind of dialed in, so I'm gonna fire it up for the first time and see how this thing does. I got the timing set with the pin, got it right in the middle of the timing lever here, so it will start and do its thing. So I'm gonna fire it up. I wanted to make sure it didn't have any major issues before I put oil in it, before I go through all of those fun aspects, only to find out it might be something else wrong with it. So let's check it out. So, hot wire my coil, gasoline, battery, and let's see if she lives. There's the gas moment. Old throwaway paint cup hooked to a hose, hooked to the original fuel line. Good stuff. All right, let's see what happens. There she goes. She finally ran out of gas. All right. So the goal is to get the motor back in the truck, because while going to the River Rod show down in the Braunfels, I blew the side of the engine out of my current engine. Did some training for this engine. Thanks, Chris, by the way. He hooked it up, and I'll repay you. I'm sure that sign was probably not nearly enough. But I'm gonna show you the engine real quick, and then we'll get into this. All right. I don't know if you can see very good, but there's not supposed to be a shiny crank journal sticking out down there. If you look behind the starter, see that little shiny something right there? That's because there's a giant hole in the case in the side of the block. So, plus if you look down here, you can see where that block, the rod, piston, everything, hammered the piss out of the pan. So, anyway, so the goal is to get this old girl back on the road so that we can make it to the Lonestar roundup. And whether we drive or not, this thing will be there regardless. So let's check out the chunk of block that's sitting here. That's the chunk of block that came out of there. So I'm gonna end up making some kind of souvenir out of this, I'm sure, just for fun. Anyway, Thanks, guys. Thanks for checking it out. Bye.